Hey, Vicky Rosepiler, you want to play tambourine on this Midland song, Midland Queen? Still here, Vicky? No, she's hiding back there. Sean Haklo, anybody on Midland peeps? Okay. Now, speaking of the Haklos and Rosepilers, this is a little bit of backstory here. So I've discovered a bit. I love these young people that are so talented because it's just I just didn't have that. I'm really just a fake it till you make it stronger. I love singing and I kind of like to sing it even better, but I love writing these songs and that sort of thing and playing out. Started out doing that for my mom and dad. I just wanted to entertain my mom and dad, which I'm sure I did over the years, but it turned into, the side hustle thing is just so I can make a couple bucks to be able to pay for making original music. So speaking of which, my tip jar is back there in the dark on the merch table, by the way, but that's literally what I do. I just, that's my side hustle thing, and all that money goes in, and so this winter I'll go back down to Florida to the same sort of thing to finish the trilogy, and hopefully with that side hustle money I'll be able to cover that and give away those CDs and stuff. That's the circle that I do. But anyway, so these young people blow my mind. So I stumbled upon this band called Blind Colors, and it turned out, fast forward a little bit, they were all Lincoln Park students, and one of them could drive, 16, 17, and 17 or something like that, and I went and checked them out. And at the same time, I was like hot and heavy into my podcast thing. So I ended up going to the Haklo's house in Midland and doing a podcast with them. They've all gone their separate ways now. So again, if you get a chance, it's just for giggles is my podcast thing, but try my CrawfordPodcast.com. There's a music podcast with Brad Gibson, which is really cool. And the Blind Colors guys, the kids, in the basement at the Haklo's house in Midland. And they've all gone their separate ways now and grown a little bit, a couple years, but these kids blew my mind. And here's, if anybody's a music fan, they play Rush's YYZ, and they completely nailed it. These are 16, 17-year-old kids. They were at the Johnny Appleseed Festival. They played for several years. I got to sit in with them at the Appleseed Festival. I got to sit in when I did my podcast, played some, sang with them. But anyway, I made friends with those families, and we're friends today, and the Haklos and the Rosepilers and from the Midland area, and we're lifelong friends, and I keep in touch with these kids. So one, it went off to Berkeley School of Music. The guitar player who was actually bussed into Midland to Lincoln Park from Pittsburgh is absolutely amazing. Don Garcia, keep that name in mind. And then Logan Rosepiler from Midland went to the school in Nashville. It's the music school in Nashville that's drawn. Belmont School of Music. Thanks, buddy. And then the other one is going to music education at Westminster. So anyway, these are Lincoln Park grads. So long story short, I thought I'd just write a song about Midland for that reason, because I think a Haklo and a Rosepiler is here tonight. Maybe I had to take off or whatever, but so I just wrote a fun song, and it actually is inspired by we had a little play date with Sean Haklo, Jr. and Senior, up in my music room, and came up with kind of a riff, so I got to give him credit for the riff. I kind of changed it a little bit, but this is song number 5, the final song. Kind of like Martha's House, Saturday House, well, Martha 1, it's so much easier to say. Martha 1 is the end, finishing up with that, White Collar Holler. This is kind of the White Collar Holler of Martha 2, is Midland, so it's not a deep song or anything, it's just a song about Midland. And stay tuned, because I have plans, I have a storyboard laid out for a cool video of this Midland thing, so because it's going to be easy to do and it'll just be cool. But so this is Midland from Martha 2, inspired by the Haklos and the Rosepilers. And again, I got to say again, a shout out to my Florida musician friends, including my son Jordan. When you are able to listen to these tunes, and I know with your fancy highfalutin cars now, you can't have a CD player, blah blah blah, but if you go, that's why I put a sticker on there that says Spotify, Apple Music. So go ahead and stream it. Can't give away CDs to your friends like you used to, but just, figure it out. But you'll see what I mean about all these songs you've heard tonight if you haven't already heard them. These guys made my songs sound like the real deal. And they're young kids too, and the solos that they added to these songs, and This one, there's a kid that didn't play on Martha 1 that played on Martha 2, giant mosquito, that played the pedal steel guitar, which you hear a lot of in Martha 2 on every song but one, but I'm okay with that because the kid was 17. He's from Daytona Beach, Sawyer Swihart, and super quiet little kid, and he came to the recordings and all that stuff. I really didn't even know he was going to be there, but he crushed it. And listen to those pedal steel guitar parts on these songs. It's unbelievable. And since then, which has only been since February of this year, I've been following him, and he's probably 18 now, but he's playing with all these other bands all over the place. Cowboy Casanova and a bunch of bands. He's like this, the session, sit-in, steel guitar. He's 18, and he's not just good, he's fantastic. And remember that name, it's kind of a unique name, Sawyer Swihart. He's going to be big time. All these guys are Cam Wheaton, Trevin White, Houston Keene. Of course, my son Jordan plays with all of them. But these guys are working hard, and they're working musicians. And a couple of them, that's their livelihood. And they're really playing hard. And I just sit there in awe with these musicians that really, really know their stuff and are good people. So I'm plugging those guys because they really turn my stuff into real songs on those CDs. I'm appreciative. So we'll wrap it up with Midland, and I'll sneak in my secret song from next year, and we'll be good to go. And you're welcome to hang around and say hi or whatever. I need a cup of coffee. I need a lady's touch. I need to cross the river now, and thank you very much. Midland, don't you love me? Midland, don't you care? I gave you all I had now, and I have been everywhere. I'm walking down the street now. I'm walking to the store. Cars are passing by me, and I don't care anymore. Midland, don't you love me? Midland, don't you care? I gave you all I had now, and I have been everywhere. Gauntlet of 6 traffic lights, but it's not what you think. She'll get you from point A to B, or stop and have a drink. Every town is different, some know how to score. This town's gonna have you coming back for more. Your name means in the middle of what I just don't know. You're more than just a steel town, and you're more than a borough. Midland, don't you love me? Midland, don't you care? I gave you all I have now, and I have been everywhere. Go check out the back streets, some hidden gems you'll see. There's music, food, and learning, and the vibe will set you free. Midland, don't you love me? Midland, don't you care? I gave you all I had now, and I have been everywhere.